What's up, guys? It is Peyton here from Level 9 Gaming. First time in a while, I know, but I wanted to, you saw me, the most recent thing I did was a Minecraft video, and then before that I was doing a bunch of these FIFA 17 career mode videos. It was kind of a test to see what kind of audience I would get, and the response wasn't great, but at the same time, I did those in kind of the point where FIFA 17 was pretty dead and not fun to watch, or not even that much fun to play anymore. But now FIFA 18 is here, early access, got 10 hours of it, so I'm going to start up a new career mode, hopefully make it a little bit more long-term, get a couple seasons, and it'll be good fun. I'm not completely sure I'm going to use yet. I am going to use the 60% transfer budget boost for this one, just because why not start it off like that. And let's see what team I've decided to go with. That is right, guys. We are actually going to be taking Crystal Palace here at Selhurst Park. We know they have started this season horribly in the Premier League. 5 losses in 5 games. They haven't even scored a goal in the Premier League yet. It's going terribly. The ball's got fired, etc., etc. Time for me to step in, see what I can do to perhaps lead this club to anything better than what he is doing. Not sure how it's going to go, because last time there was an American manager in the Premier League, Swansea City happened. We all saw how that turned out. He did get fired, and the club did not end up getting relegated, luckily for them. Well done by their management, I suppose. Well, the management of their management, I guess, if that makes sense. But we're going to see how Peyton Brown can do here, the new American, and I'm not going to be... I'll do a shirt and tie, so there we go. Going to be legendary. I'm going to do 5 minutes just for the sake of, the whole, I don't have much time, it's limited time here. Obviously, we're not going to be in either of these, which is probably for the better. That way we can focus on the league in the first season. And I'm actually kind of excited because they don't have a terrible squad. They don't have a good squad, but they don't have a terrible squad. So let's just get in here, kind of see what we can do. I am really excited actually about these interactive transfer negotiations. I know everybody's going to have them on their channels, but I'm fine with that because I think it's cool. I think it's an exciting new feature. I think a lot of people are like, oh, they're not changing anything, they're not doing anything, etc., etc., etc. What's even the difference between this and FIFA 16? That's a huge difference. There's big animations for every single contract negotiation and transfer negotiation. That's real life. That's realistic. That's how it is, So I'm actually really excited to do that. I may not do it for every transfer in the future, but for now, I will probably do it for pretty much every single transfer. Because, it's awesome. It's a new feature, and I'm all in. There's a couple other new features as well, and I'm actually really excited for this year's FIFA. I'm really happy to get to play it here on the EA Access, Early Access, since I pre-ordered it. I plan to do this series for a little while. I'm not sure how long, couple seasons, probably until I win the Champions League would be the main plan here. And we are in. Here we go. Of course, I'm going to advance to invites. It's free money. We need money. And I'm going to go with the one with the most budget. We'll be going to Germany for the European International Cup against Hoffenheim, Marseille, Malaga, Mönchengladbach, Leipzig, Hamburg, and PSV for the Netherlands there as well. So lots of German teams. Of course, it's a cup in Germany. I suppose it makes sense for the preseason tour. I may or may not play them. I'm not sure. Maybe just play a couple of them, not all of them. We'll have to see how I'm feeling. I don't know. I'm really excited, though. So let's go ahead and get started by looking at our squad on the new squad hub. A lot more information than the old, squad report, I think it was called. You got form and morale right there. Then you got stats, attributes, and financial, of course. So I'm probably going to look at it on the attributes page here, and we'll go through... Oh, wait, I think it's already by position. So we have Wayne Hennessy, who's looks like is going to be our starting goalkeeper, but I do think a new goalkeeper is absolutely something we need to get here because Speroni and Hennessy are all we have. They're both in their 30s, and they are both in the low 70s. That is not good enough for the Premier League, guys. Sorry if you're fans of either of these guys. I am... just don't see that being a good idea. Then we've got Joel Ward here as one of our fullbacks. We've got Timothy Fosu-Mensah, sorry, right back. Timothy Fosu-Mensah as well. These are all, wow, these are versatile. He plays right back or left back, or center back here on Martin Kelly. 27, both of them. And then Timothy Fosu-Mensah, of course, on loan here from Manchester United. That's my club. And he can play right back, center back, and CDM. So that is exciting. We'll have to see how they do, who wins the starting position. There will be kind of a competition, but definitely don't need a new right back as of right now. Center back, we have Scott Dan, 30 years old, aging a little bit, but at the same time, he's one of our better rated players at the club. I'm not sure I can really afford to sell him right now. He's worth about $7 million though, so it's definitely something we'll have to consider. So if you want to, leave a comment, tell me what you think. Give me your ideas, that would be awesome. But until then, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with him. You've got Riedewold, of course, former player of the Netherlands club Ajax, wonderful youth building club. He's very young, 20 years old, already 74 rated here. I'm not sure he's good enough for the Premier League yet. We'll have to see center back, CDM, or left back. So maybe if he's not playing center back, we can play him somewhere else, though. Definitely be a rotation player, though. I'm excited to have him. Innes out on loan, it looks like. Mamadou Sakho is, he got in trouble at Liverpool, and then Jurgen Klopp didn't want him around, so he got sold to Crystal Palace. Finally, the transfer did go through. I kind of saw it coming the whole time. I think a lot of people did. It was pretty obvious he wasn't going to get playing time at Liverpool, so it's probably for the better that he did get sold on. One of our best players, absolutely going to be in the starting lineup constantly, or consistently. You know what I mean. Another decent center back here, James Tompkins, 28 years old, 76 overall. So we'll have him. And then this guy, Damian Delaney. I don't actually know too much about him myself, so I'm not sure if, I don't know what I'll do with him personally. He's got been here since 2014, it looks like. Yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do with him. He's 35. It would probably be better and smarter to just sell him on. Sorry if you don't like that idea or anything, but I feel like it probably would be the more educated option. Michael Phillips here, 55 overall, youngster, definitely going on the loan list, so somebody take him. Patrick Van Aanholt, and 26-year-old left back, pretty decent, probably be our starting left back. Jeffrey Schlupp, 24, it looks like, from former Leicester City player, of course, left back / left mid or left wing back. He'll probably be our backup left back, with Suarez, 27-year-old as well, fighting for a spot there as well. And I don't know, maybe we need to sell one of them on, although that gives us plenty of depth at the left back position. So defense, we've got a lot of depth, but it's just about quality. We don't have a lot of quality in that depth. Milivojevic, actually, now that I think about it, we don't have much quality in the starting lineup either, but there is Sakho. Our center backs should be pretty okay. But Milivojevic here, the center defensive midfielder, he is pretty okay, 26 years old, should be a decent enough player for our starting lineup. This guy can find his way onto the loan list, 50 overall. Same for you, and same for you. All of these youngsters going to go out on loan. Wilfried Zaha, probably going to end up being the star of his club. 4-star skill moves. Love to see that. He's going to be fun to play. 90 pace there, 71 shooting. Not great shooting, but good enough to have some fun. 24 years old, and he is our number 11. Very important to the squad. Can't wait to use him. Jason Punchin here. He is 74 overall, 31 years old. It would probably, again, be smarter to sell him on, but I'm not sure how long these players have been at the club, how important they are to the club. So tell me if I need to not sell a player on or if you want me to sell him on. But until then, I will probably be trying to sell the dead wood at this club. James MacArthur, 29 years old, about to hit that 30 mark, but until he does, he's definitely a useful player to the squad as far as depth goes. 75 overall, decent enough at center mid there. Jordan Much, 25 years old. If we can get that overall up just a little bit, I know he's 25, so there won't be much development there for the future, but hopefully we can build on him at least a little bit. For now, looks decent enough. Got that 4-star weak foot, which could be useful, and we'll just have to see how that works out. Johan Cabai, 79 overall. He's 31 and aging, but 79 overall. We probably going to need him in the central midfield, honestly. One of our better options with the 3-star skill moves and 4-star weak foot there. Pretty good passing, and probably going to be a pretty useful player here in at least the first season before I try to sell him on. Bakary Sakho, left mid, and Andros Townsend, left mid. Andros Townsend will obviously be the starter there, and then you've got this guy, 29 years old, maybe an option to sell on, who knows, to be decided. Kai here, he's a 21 years old, left mid, 3-star, not the best, but he's 21, so he'll probably be pretty okay. Who knows? I'm not actually sure if he is, I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe send him out on loan. I'm not actually sure yet. Nia Kirby is 17, so he's a youngster, and will be going out on loan. 57 overall. Definitely not going to cut it. Chung Yong, he's looking pretty decent actually there. The cam / left mid. 4-star skill moves. I do like that. 72 overall if we can get that overall. Oh, wait, never mind. He's 28. Didn't see that part. well, still probably be a good player in depth, at least in the cups and such. Jonathan Williams, he's 71 overall, only 23 years old. Maybe he can grow a little bit on his year out on loan at Sunderland and then come back to us a little bit better. We obviously have Ruben Loftus-Cheek here from Chelsea. That's exciting. And I'm looking forward to that. He will definitely be a useful player in the future, I think, if we can grow him up and make him better for the future. I'm excited about him, to be honest. Ladapo here, 24.62 rated. I think I'm going to have to transfer list him because he's already 24 and only 62. That's just not good enough. Connor Wickham here, 72 overall, striker 24 as well. Probably a good player for depth. Benteke, obviously going to be our starting striker for now, although I'm not sure how I feel about that because I'm not huge on target forwards, but I'll definitely give him a chance before I go out and buy someone that's probably a little bit more pacey. So far that is our squad. Let's go look at what we can do for this starting lineup and see how we go there. Till then, we have those guys in our group. Transfer market is open. Let's look at our vision and expectations. So sign one player in our youth academy assigned to the midfielder position. Easy. Brand exposure. Keep a streak of at least 85% attendance in 5 consecutive home matches. Not sure how easy that'll be, but we'll do our best. Reduce player wages by $88,000 a week. Wow. That's probably not going to happen, which sucks because that financial is our highest priority here at the club. At a medium with very low, low, medium, low, low. Domestic success, finish mid-table. Hope to do a little bit better than that. Maybe like Europa League would be a really good expectation for me if you ask me, because this squad, quite honestly, no offense to you actual Crystal Palace fans, which I am not actually a Crystal Palace supporter, but I have nothing against the club, and I do hope that we can do a little bit better than just saying mid-table, maybe Europa League, but I don't think they have enough quality to get much further than that. I don't expect Champions League next season. And then, obviously they're not in anything continental, so I doubt we'll get anything like that in this season. So let's move on to the next thing here. First scout report has arrived. Marcus Rashford, I will not be... Actually, I'll scout him... But I'm not actually going to be buying Marcus Rashford. I don't think that's realistic, and I'm big on realism. Iheanacho was just bought. I think he's on loan at Swansea. Benecophobia would be an interesting choice. I like this. This is actually a bunch of pacier strikers, so I would actually be interested in Danny Ings here because he is not really had any chances at Liverpool, and I don't think he ever is going to really get chances, so that might be an interesting choice to purchase. Benecophobia, probably one of the more important players at Bournemouth right now at striker, at least in the game. I'm not sure we would be able to take him away. And my dogs are barking now. Callum Wilson, I doubt we would be able to get away from Bournemouth. 1 second, everybody. So we will look into Tom Bradshaw and Danny Ings. Not sure if either of them is really somebody that I will look into purchasing, but we'll have to see. Scouting England, Germany, and France. Let's go to Spain as well. Here we go. Get a scout up in Spain. I would think about Italy, but I do like to have a scout actually. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Some minor distractions happening and stuff. You know how it is, life. Alright, so I think I'm going to set up striker, pacey, and prolific because that is typically the striker I kind of like. I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what I'm scouting. If you want to skip forward in the video, go for it if you're not interested in this kind of stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and type in the stuff that I generally try to look for. So I also like pacey and dribbling wingers. Pacey dribblers is usually what I set up for. I also, I forgot to set this for the striker thing. I don't want anyone over the age of probably 27 because we honestly have a lot of age in this squad is what I noticed going over that squad report. And so definitely something we need to work on here in the transfer window. Now, I probably won't be using this market that much to buy new players. I'd like to go for realistic signings, and I usually find players that I like on my own outside of the game and whatever. But we will see if maybe something interesting pops up just because why not, right? Fullback, I like pacey fullbacks as well here. I will say the menu feels a little bit laggy. That's what I've noticed so far. I don't like that. But we'll have to see if it's like that. Maybe they'll release an update or something. I don't really know what to search for center backs. I usually just search for first team quality. And if I find someone that I like the stats of, I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? And then goalkeeper, I usually just go for first team quality as well because that's all you really can do for goalkeepers. And for our club, I mean, honestly, goalkeepers, they can be a little bit more aged, so I'd probably take up to 28. And there we go. That's the instructions I will have set up. There we go. So now let's go set up our starting lineup. I'm not going to be playing in this lineup. I will probably play something similar, like a 4-2-3-1 wide. I think would be much more befitting of this squad, if I'm honest. So let's go ahead and set that up. I'm actually going to start Fosu Mensah out there because he's a lot more pacey. Sacco is definitely going to be a starter. I believe he's left-footed, yes, and Dan is right-footed, 30 years old. But we'll be in the starting lineup, at least for now. And Tompkins on the bench. Kelly. Switch with, I don't know. Switch him with, where is he? Oh, there he is, Chum Young. And there we go. Sparty over there, Ladapo. Switch with Wickham. Kabai. He'll probably be the starting lineup from then here, to be honest. Punchin. Loftus-Cheek will probably have to start on the bench, as will Riedewald. Oh, you're left-footed. That's wonderful. And you're right-footed. Alright, Kabai. He's right-footed, but has the 4-star weak foot, so it shouldn't be a problem. Punchin will be on the bench. Townsend. Switch with Riedewald. And do we have a decent cam at all? Hold up, can Kabai play cam? Nope, center defensive mid. Although I'm sure if I really wanted to, could play him. Punchin could play cam. So we'll actually start Punchin there. You're the experienced man. He was the captain, I did notice that, which means maybe I shouldn't sell him on, but he's only 74 overall, and he's already 31. He's only going to be going down in stats, so I'm really not sure how I feel about that. These are the custom tactics I've actually already set up for the squad, guys. It's kind of the style I like to play here. Kind of have a 50-50 speed here. Passing, usually a little bit shorter, but with the occasional long ball is kind of what I like to think of that as setting up. I like most of my chances to be created through passing, with the occasional crossing in or shooting set at 50 there, with all positioning being organized. I do like that a little bit more for this team at least. There are some teams that can get by with free form. For example, you know, Barcelona and Real Madrid, but we are not that squad. So pressure, I noticed the defense was actually set really high up and pressuring really hard and very aggressively. I think they pulled back a little bit would be a little bit smarter. Maybe concede a little bit less than the guys in real life. Hopefully we concede less anyway, but you never know. So simulate all those, and let's see. Loftus-Cheek should be going up, and never mind, you got a D in that. So that's actually a pretty bad training session, but oh well. Let's see how this goes. I like these little videos and stuff over here, man. That's new, and I really do like that feature. Like, it's just little aesthetic changes. I really, really like it, you know? So let's sim forward a couple of days, wait for scouting reports back on Danny Ings, mostly. I think he would be a very interesting player to get in, actually. And I'm going to look for players that, you know, in real life maybe wanted away from their squads, like Diego Costa. He wanted to leave, but he couldn't. Not sure I'll buy him exactly, because I'm not sure I could really see him ever going to Crystal Palace. But you never know, I guess. And we will just see where we land. But for now, I really want to get into my first game. And here we are at our first match. I am going to go ahead and play our first match because, ooh, a transfer offer for Yohan Cabaye. 31 years of age. Actually, that's very tempting, but Tottenham could not really see them ever buying him. I don't think I'm in a spot where I can really sell him. He is one of our better players, and I really think it would be better for the team to keep him. So I am going to reject that offer for now. We'll just have to see where that goes in the future. And let's go ahead and get into my first game of FIFA 18. I'm very excited. Going to the Volksparkstadion in Germany. Here we go. Ooh, Cabaye. Good steal, but didn't get the pass away, even though I hit A. It does feel a little bit slow, I have to say. And Clinton. That was terrible from Clinton Ingier. Just a little touch on, ooh, Luis Gustavo again. Just a little touch on Desar as well. But Van Aanholt actually showing some really good pace there. And Ingier gets a very nice volley. My defense literally just ran by him and ignored him. Like, look at number 6 there, just continues running. And I was trying to switch to number 6, but it wouldn't let me. So that is tragic. So far, the game, it feels really slow. Yeah, I might should have played on World Class since it's a completely new game, because this actually does feel a lot different. Wow. Almost immediately a second one. I am having extreme trouble defending here. There we go. There it is. And oh, and Latte actually puts it in the back of his own net. I was trying to send it in to from Wilfried Zaha to Christian Benteke for a tap-in or something. But instead, their own defender at Marseille has just put us right back into this game just before halftime. What? I didn't even get to touch the ball. It was directly off of kickoff. What the heck? And the whistle is blown. That was actually awful. I don't even want to show that. It's going to be very condensed highlights. Basically just the shots, but I didn't have many. That was terrible, and we'll hope that my team can do better in the next game. James Tompkins, an offer for him. Our 28-year-old, 76 overall center back. I'm really not looking to sell him either. 6 million value. They offered 6.3. I suppose I will humor them, if that makes sense. You know, a little music. See, we've been looking forward to this meeting. Let's get started. I like these cutscenes, man. So here we go, talking to this man at 6.3 is just not going to work for me. I'm going to have to propose a new fee here, if I learn how to English. And it's going to be kind of ridiculous. I mean, this is going to be the most ridiculous request ever, but it's definitely got to be bigger than what that guy said. Submit offer. So 18 million, I think maybe will work. We actually have 80 million in the transfer budget because of that 60% boost. And Bilic is not happy about that. He was like, nope, I'm out. Man, I just like tripled what you were offering. That's not that bad, is it? Jeez. All right, now we've got Malaga here. Team looks pretty tired with Zaha injured too. Of course, I'll replace the unavailable player. We're just going to sim this one here. Here we go. And boom, 2-2. So we're probably not going to get through to the next stage. Benteke apparently got injured. This couldn't get worse, man. This is just not working out for our team. Broken collarbone for 2 months? Oh my gosh. I can't catch a break right now. Maybe not really interesting, but I mean, I don't know. It might make sense because he was actually looking to get sold possibly by Barca in this transfer window. Rafinha, I think he would also be a very interesting transfer that could really help out Crystal Palace in the long run. Not sure that's really realistic. I am going to go ahead, though, and go in for Danny Ings because we need a striker now that Benteke's down, and I think we need somebody that's a little bit more pacey. There's Jurgen Klopp in my office. That's pretty cool. What is up, Jurgen? Let's talk about this. He's 76 overall, actually a downgrade from last year, I'm pretty sure. And maybe be good enough to help us out a little bit, get a couple of goals. Let's decide what type of deal we want to pursue. Definitely a good idea. So I'm going to offer the transfer fee. Just going to start, actually, I think I'm going to start right on his value. 9 million. Hopefully they don't ask for too much more than that, although we can afford it because we have a pretty decent transfer budget. So let's submit offer. We have about 60-something million. So 9 million for Ings. It's his current value. Please don't storm out angrily. It's just his value. Ooh, 10.4. That's actually not that bad. I think I'm probably going to go ahead and accept that because it's pretty close and I don't want him storming out of here angrily. I've seen that happen really easily in other career modes. I'm just going to go for that, accept. So don't want it to fall through. Definitely will go for that. So yes, let's shake hands. 10.4 million, and that was it. As he comes in to talk to us. Great to see you. Thank you both for coming. Have a seat, please. Yes, sir. There he is, Danny Ings, with his agent. And he is currently on an 81,000. Thank you for having us. And he wants an important role. I actually think that I could guarantee that, because at this point, I don't think Christian Benteke is going to be that important to us. So I think important, not crucial, but important. I agree, there's a lot of competition for this in the squad, but I promise I'll give Ings some playing time. Definitely will be playing. That's why I need somebody a little bit more pacey than what we've got. 4-year contract length, he's only 24, so I'm absolutely okay with that. You can see they're kind of giving me all of their demands, which can happen sometimes. Sometimes you get to make all of the demands or suggestions, whatever you want to call them. I will absolutely do a 4-year deal. That's completely fine with me, Danny. And let's see what else he wants. Please don't ask for too much money. I actually don't have a lot in the way of wage budget. Release clause, they didn't say anything. I actually don't really care to put a release clause on him right now. I'll be fine without. Move on to the next item. 93,000. I wonder if I could negotiate that down just a little bit, but it's not that much higher than what he's actually currently on, so I wouldn't be too against that. So I'm gonna go ahead and edit wage here. I'm gonna ooh, not that much, jeez. Maybe 88. Okay, there's a little bit of lag here. Okay, there we go. 88,000, 1.25 signing bonus. I mean, that's fine with me, really. Advance, and then just to sweeten it slightly, edit the bonus. If he gets 10 goals, I will give him 1.75. I'm not sure he'll be able to get 10 goals. I really don't know. It depends on if he's good enough. I will submit that offer, see if maybe we can, you know, up that by 500,000, bring down his wages to about 5,000. Because it'll take him a while at least to get to 10 goals, I think. 90,000 wage. I am completely fine with that. And they've brought the signing bonus down to 1.25 still. Fine with me. So I will go ahead and accept that. So first signing, Danny Ings, definitely not the highest profile signing, but honestly I like Danny Ings. I've used him in previous career modes. He's pretty okay at least, and honestly I think he deserves some playing time somewhere, because he's not really been anywhere where he just gets a ton of playing time. I am going to switch up Townsend and Zaha here. A little bit tired, but I need them to kind of push through here. So gonna cut inside. I imagine we're gonna get our butts kicked again. But let's go ahead and get into this game. Hopefully this goes better. We're back at the Volkspark Stadium. Let's see how it goes, I guess. Here we are again. I've still left it on Legendary. If I get absolutely dominated again, I am going to bring down the difficulty, at least until I get used to the FIFA 18 engine. Skanderovic just goes right around my defender, who does nothing! He doesn't even... He just lets him walk by him. That's ridiculous. And I don't understand what I'm supposed to do. My defender, he let him walk in front of him. Ball not protected or guarded or anything. Oh, what a strike by Chung-Yong Lee, getting us back in the game immediately. That is a strike that may have just put him in the starting lineup for the beginning of the year. Wow. Did you see that? Can we get a replay? Yes, sir. What a shot. Just ripped it through the defender's legs as well, the cheeky Meg. And there it is, off the post and in. Just, wow. Good strike by Chung-Yong Lee. And curl it in. There it is. Zaha with the fake shot turnaround and an excellent finish into the top right corner. That is the kind of creativity I've needed from him, and the reason that I put him on the left so he could cut inside. Love that little move there for the quick turnaround. It's so easy to do the fake shot, or fake pass, everything, same thing. And what a strike right into the top right corner. Excellent finish from our young star of the team, Wilfried Zaha. Alright, let's go ahead and put on Kai. I know it's a little hard to take off Zaha at this point, as he's pretty much well, not even pretty much. He's our best player. There's not a doubt in my mind. And I mean, that's just, I mean, you gotta rotate players. That's how this is. And we're gonna actually put Loftus Cheek in at cam and put Chung-Young Lee or Lee Chung-Young, however you, I'm not sure which word. I'm sorry. And at the right mid position, see how he is coming in. I know it's not listed as position he can play, but if he can play left mid, I don't see why he can't at least try right mid. We get those two off. Arguably our two best players, the outside midfielders, switching out for a guy who's hit a screamer, to be fair, with an absolute strike from distance. Ooh, and space opening up for Kai here. Show me some pace. And now cut it inside. Very similarly. And Ings, who the injury's gone away, and he's got a goal on his debut for the club, our new number 9. Well done. A good composed finish there on the ground, just low and hard. And that should lock this game up. Our opposition should not be able to get back into it now. Good play by Kai, cutting it back much like Zaha did, and then sending an incisive pass there. And Ings just taps it past the keeper. Absolutely easy at this point. No way to miss. And for our number 9, it is a debut goal. It'll mean the world to him. But that is the game over. That's what I expected. Well played, boys. 3-1 and a win is exactly what we needed after that horrible start. Danny Ings gets a 9.3 player rating. He did do quite well in his debut. He gets man of the match, and I think he might just be our starting striker when the Premier League season comes. Even when Christian Benteke comes back, I think I'm going to have to sell him on. He's just not my kind of striker. And I'm sorry if you like Christian Benteke. I just don't think he fits my playing style. He's out for 2 months, though, so I don't think I'm going to be able to sell him in this window, which is tragic. Here we go, though. Bakary Sakho, I don't actually have him on the transfer list right now, but Newcastle United have come in with a bid of 2.25. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more money out of them, but I think I'm okay with selling this guy because I actually quite liked Kai in that game. I thought he played really well. So let's see if I can just get a little bit more money here and just maybe be able to sell Bakary Sakho here. 29 years old. He's just going to be dead wood pretty soon. Propose new transfer fee. Please don't storm out of my office. I'm not going to offer too much over his value. I will probably sell him for slightly under valuation. I'm not going to go any higher than that, I don't think. 2.8. Honestly, just a million over his value should be acceptable. So please just counteroffer a little bit less if that's more than you're willing to pay for. You don't have to storm out of my office angrily. Please. Oh, they're actually willing to pay the 2.8. That is awesome, so I get just over his value. That is wonderful to see, getting a little bit more than Sakho's value there from Newcastle United coming in to buy him. I'm not sure how much playing time he's going to get there, but I mean, you know, power to you, I guess. Good for them. So transfer offer for him. He will get sold. Hopefully the negotiations don't fall through. And we actually have made it through to the next round. I did not expect that at all. I am going to go ahead and go make some changes to this now. I'm also thinking about going in for a couple of cams and such. So tell me about what you think of these guys. Daniel Vaz. 28 years old, yes. Still got a couple years, though, from Celta Vigo, or RC Celta, apparently now. Gonna scout him. I think it would be a very interesting signing there. He can play at the cam position, or I could play him at CDM if I wanted to, I'm sure. And then a younger guy that I think would be very interesting, actually, as he's already said he's probably going to leave Schalke next year when his contract expires there. Perhaps we can sign him now for a little bit cheaper because his contract is expiring. And ooh, we actually do get somebody coming in for Scott Dan. And I have decided that I probably can go ahead and sell him. I can buy another center back. I don't see why not. And this is actually, it seems kind of realistic because he's an older player and Galatasaray have come in for him. And I could see that happening. Let's go ahead and negotiate for him, shall we? So it's nice to see you. Thanks for coming, of course, here. The manager of Galatasaray in our office, and 30-year-old, 78 overall. The transfer sum 70. Oh wait, I didn't even realize that they offered 7.7 already, and his current value is 7. I'm actually not sure I want too much out of this, but perhaps I can make money out of this in the future. I don't know. He's 30. He'll probably retire here if I'm honest. I think I would be okay with him actually doing this. I'll ask for a little bit more money. But why not? Right? What's it gonna hurt? Please don't storm out of my office angrily. Just say yes. Give me 300,000 more. Actually, I would be willing to take less than 8 million. You don't have to say it like that, my manager, dude. Please don't storm out. I may have made a horrible mistake here. And they've actually said yes. So we'll be getting 8 million for Scott Dan. That is absolutely fine with me. 1 million over his actual value. That is awesome. So we will have to also probably look for a new center back in the coming days. But for now, guys, I have to go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all you guys later. Oh my gosh, I just realized Philip Coutinho, Jonathan Tah have been sold, as well as Brahimi there, to PSG, of course. Please investigate them further, UEFA, for buying Jonathan Tah for 30 million. And Coutinho has actually moved to Milan. Wow, he undercuts Barca and goes to Milan for 59.1 million pounds. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see all you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and goodbye.